Good morning. I'm done with my first 300 ml of water. Last night I decided I'm gonna keep that bottle like full. So in the morning I can immediately wake up and have my first bit of water. You guys know I'm counting my water intake for the challenge by using my Stanley. However, as soon as I wake up, I'm usually immediately thirsty, but then I don't let myself drink any water because I'm waiting to fill up my Stanley so I can calculate exactly how much I'm having. And this bottle is exactly 300 ml. I figured if I keep it next to me, I know that I had my first 300 ml of the day, and then we can continue on with our Stanley. So today is Sunday. It is officially day 14 of our challenge, and I am so excited. It's gonna be the end of 2 weeks. This challenge officially runs over 10 weeks, and it's exciting to have like the first 2 weeks done. That's pretty cool. Today, I am gonna make a little plan for what my workout and everything is going to be because I don't wanna leave everything to the last minute. So let's make that plan together. I'm gonna write it down so we can follow along. It's currently 9:42, so let's make it that 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. to like 12 p.m. We have just gonna be doing some work. 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. is we're gonna do lunch plus first walk. 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. we also have work, and then 5 p.m. plus we do walk outside. 6 p.m. onwards is time to chill. That's our little plan. I'm also gonna put in like water. I want to finish my first liter by 12 p.m. Let's try to finish liter 2 by 2 p.m. Liter 3, I'm gonna say finish by 3 p.m. I mean 5 p.m. I want to have those little timings in for water because you guys saw yesterday I was drinking water until late into the evening, and it actually makes it really uncomfortable to sleep because I'm getting up at least twice to pee at nighttime. So it's not cute. And it also like makes me feel really groggy in the morning when I have like this broken sleep. So I want to get my water intake done early. Literally have 2 hours to finish like 1.2 liters ish. So that's about like, that's even not that even that much. Every 30 minutes to have around 250 260 ml. Just have to stick to that. First thing that we're gonna do is actually set up lights. I have these lights. They are from a brand called Tapo, and I think this is the same brand that does the TP-Link, we're gonna say converters, routers, like the Wi-Fi routers. I trust in Tapo as of right now. I've never used it. So I'm going to, I think I have one of their security cameras that I use for the baby room, and I love that one. It's so handy to have that. You can speak into it and like you can swivel the camera around and stuff, so that's really, really handy. I got a bunch of these. I got the 5-meter ones, and I have basically I have 6 5-meter ones. I want these to go like around my desk so it lights it up, and then also the top shelves that you guys see there, I'm going to wrap them around the shelf as well. So this little area is gonna be lit up. So I powered on the lights. They seem to be operational. So now I'm gonna start just wrapping them around my table. Still working on my coffee. Had a call also with my sister to go over some of our travel plans for 2025. We don't have any more travel planned for this year together. However, we do have travel planned for next year, fingers crossed. It's genuinely the best. Like if you're living apart, we don't live in the same city, to have the opportunity to travel together, because it's an amazing way to like bond as sisters, grow as people, and make like solid memories. You know, it's just not like, oh, let's just go out for lunch or let's just go out for dinner, where you kind of like, you forget after a while, like, where did we go for dinner? Or does it become significant? But all of these travels like bond us together so strongly. It's just really nice to have this opportunity to just go and see the world together. I'm moving my desk up, which is why I am disappearing. Instead of getting like really nitty gritty on the floor, I'm just moving this up so I can just slide my chair underneath, and then I can set all of this up. It seems to be working. We're gonna start it off here so it can connect really nicely. And then if I have this little, they have like these ports where you can connect even more. And if I just put these like at the back over here, whatever I end up putting on my shelves, I can also just connect it to this as well, and then everything will get turned on together, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna do the first one and see if it works. I'm gonna start it from here and then like work that way. I'm trying to figure out how this would just sit on the desk. So I don't want it to be like pulling. I guess it's like a pretty long lead. So I guess I'm just gonna start it kind of towards the back here. Just have all of these like wires going everywhere. Let's just start it here for right now. Just so confused about this. I'm trying to keep it loose around all of the corners and all of the bends like it said on the instructions. But that means I did have to change like the root of this a little bit. I initially wanted the light to come all the way across, but then we have this little bit. So now I'm just taking it on this inner like white little panel here. All right, everything is stuck. I've plugged everything in, so now is the moment of truth to figure out if it actually works. You can just see it. It's pretty faint because it's super bright, but it works. I'm gonna get my phone and see if it connects to that and I can change the colors, because that is why I bought these slightly more expensive LED lights, because they're supposed to connect to your Amazon Alexa, they're supposed to connect to your phone, and I wanted to get a good reputable brand for this. So now it's here and we can kind of see the light still. Let's see if it changes. It allows you to sync to sound, and I didn't know it had this option, so that's really cool. Okay, and then you guys can see you can move this around and it changes the color, which is pretty cool. And then you can also change like how bright you make something. So the only other thing I have to figure out is how to connect this to Alexa. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put up the other ones on the shelf. I'm gonna wait and see kind of how it looks once it's all up on the shelf before adding any more, and like if it's enough, because I don't want it to be too many lights, but I don't want it also to look dim. All right, I think I'm gonna have to open up one more of these boxes, because the shelf, I wanted to connect it to the table. Like lights have it all be on the one system, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because you're gonna have like wires running all the way down, and I just don't want that. I do have a plug point at the top of the shelf right there. Not sure if you guys can see it, so I'm just gonna use that, and I think I'll only need one of them go all the way through, so we'll see how it ends up looking. Okay, I have to remove all the items from the shelf, I realize, or I risk kind of knocking them over. And I think it would be easier to remove everything, put the lights, and then put everything back. It'll also give me a chance to quickly dust the shelves, which I haven't done in like a month since putting everything up. We did the light. I did the lights. There's no we. They look so good. Sync up to your phone perfectly. You can also play music on Alexa and it also syncs to the sound there. I love how they look. So I'm gonna definitely, I did buy extra to also add on to the TV. So I'm definitely going to be doing that because I just love it. I can't wait to try and sync the TV to the lights. So whatever we're watching, the lights match up. But even if that doesn't happen, I'm pretty happy if I can get Alexa to sync up with the lights. And then like while we listen to music or while the baby listens, the lights also happen. But I am so proud of myself at how this looks. Now we have to clean up everything. I am gonna start by putting everything back on the shelves. I don't think I want to add like any more lights to the shelf as of now. So I'm going to put everything back, put our desk back, and then set up. I think then I actually have to have lunch. It's already 1:20 and I haven't had lunch yet. So I'm gonna have a little something for lunch and then walk and then go ahead and set up my desktop. The desk is put back, the lights are working. I grouped the lights together so they're all synced together. And now we're gonna open up my new desktop, which is what we've been waiting for this entire time. And it's finally happening, guys. Let's put it up on the table. Have it just really big. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. This is the studio display. The box is already open. I usually have a thing where I can rip it. We're gonna open it up anyway. This is one continuous film, so if they've given me like a shoddy computer, I will know. The wiring and the little plastic cover and everything still seem to be on. I'm honestly not 100% sure why the box was open at this stage. Everything here seems to be fine. I've never received an Apple product open before, so anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place this on my desk. When I see it on my desk, usually I do like Instagram unboxings. I'm actually gonna remove front of it later after I set it in place so I don't get all my fingerprints on it. This is also open. It's so weird that all of this stuff is open, but this seems okay. It's actually so cool. Like, adjust it up and down like this. And I think I'm gonna have my studio display in the front and then have my MacBook on the side. I did think about having the studio display on the side and then have my MacBook in front so I don't block that out. My desk is actually too small for this, I think. I think that looks awkward a little bit. I feel like that looks awkward, guys. We're on the floor because I am unable to plug in the desktop. It has it's a 3-point plug-in like most Indian devices. However, it's one of those ones where the top one is fat and it doesn't fit in here. So I have to get an adapter for this. I think because my desk is on the smaller size and then also my laptop is bigger, that it doesn't fit as nicely together. Everything is a different size. So the screen is a little bit bigger than I've had. My laptop is also bigger than I've usually had. And then my desk is a little smaller. So it doesn't, none of it fit how I want it to. And I feel like it just looks a little awkward. I think ideally this big screen should go in the center and then my laptop should go on the side, or I just need to get a second display and have them match up to each other and then have my laptop docked. But then when I did that, I felt that there was not enough space, the desk, to put the laptop to the side. I need my desk to be a little bit bigger for that. So now I'm just pondering what to do. First thing I have to do is go get this adapter. So all plugged in, I found a little adapter. We had to go 2 times because the first adapter short circuited this entire area. Now we're back and I am trying to figure out how this works. There's no on button. There was a little it's on, but I'm thinking that I have to do something to connect it. The studio display doesn't have any buttons and turns on automatically when you plug it into power and connect it to your Mac or your iPad. That's pretty cool. So I thought all of these were Thunderbolt. So there's supposed to be a particular port that you connect it to. I put I guess it came with some level of instructions. This is probably my millionth Apple product, so I was being cocky and I was I don't need instructions. But there's a particular port at the back of this that you're supposed to connect it to, and now it is all connected. It's looking beautiful. Let me put this down. It is actually a stunning little display. I have my mood board on this one and I don't want to move the mood board to this one because it just looks so perfect. I might put some travel picture or something of us here. Here's what the desk looks like from behind at nighttime. I actually love the look, but the room does feel a little empty and I do need to keep working on it. Right now, it is, you won't believe the time right now, 11:15 p.m. So let me catch you up on the day because we still have one more walk left, okay? We still have another 45-minute workout. I am on my last liter of water. The day took a turn. Did not go the smooth sailing way that I thought. The last we were in touch was in the middle of the day. Managed to sort everything out with the computer, used it a little bit, and it worked out fine. Went on my first walk at 5:30. And then we had an impromptu guest come over home for dinner. So everything just kind of got a little sidetracked. From the computer not working, everything short-circuiting, having somebody over, everything's a little sidetracked. We're gonna do a walk. My husband is joining me because it was his idea to have a guest on Sunday night. So he is enjoying the walk with me. And baby's also here because we are getting her off the pacifier. So now when she's like awake, she usually goes to sleep around 7, 8 o'clock. And she just woke up and she's looking for her pacifier. Can't find, so she's fully awake now. So it's a family walk. Let's start the workout. Hey Siri, start indoor walk workout. Done with the walk. I mixed in a little treadmill walk towards the end as well because my daughter didn't want to stay at the rooftop anymore. She wanted to come back inside and she wanted me to come back inside with her. She didn't want to go with the nanny. She didn't want to go with my husband. Just wanted me to come back inside with her. So I decided to finish off the walk on the treadmill. I've already done my outdoor workout. We did a family walk like around the neighborhood. Me, my husband, and my daughter like 5 o'clock. But we had to cut that short and I had to continue the walk inside, like in our garden. Because halfway through the walk, she didn't want me in the stroller. She didn't want my husband to carry her or the nanny to carry her. So I had to carry her and it was just, I mean, it's good practice for sure. Maybe I should practice, do the full 45-minute walk carrying her, but not today, my friends. I got one of these brushes so I could do a middle part with my hair. Check from the back, guys, and let me know if it's even. I don't have the patience to check my camera, so I'm just gonna assume that it is. I'm going to bed anyway. Gonna do my Kerastase hair oil because you guys can see my ends are really dry. That's why they're a little bit frizzy. So finished my walk on my treadmill. It's actually so funny because when I started, like just walking and working out in general, like I started really at the beginning of the year, just doing something really low key. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I was like walking and trying to complete C25K. I think I have a couple of vlogs up of C25K. Trying to complete that. I remember like for my walking portion or even just walks in general, I was literally walking at the slowest pace that was possible. Like not in my mind, but as a setting on the treadmill. I was literally walking at 0.8. I think it's in miles, not in kilometers, but miles per hour, which is so crazy. And today on the treadmill, walked for like 15 minutes at 4.2 miles per hour, which for me is like really wild. Okay, so you might be walking faster for me, but starting from 0.8 at the beginning of the year, it is like 12:30. I still have to finish off half, like 400 ml of water, and I still have to do the reading portion. We're at this part in the game where we really need to rein it in, guys. We really need to rein it in because things are getting later. Also do skincare. I'm gonna do this, which I only do like once a week or so. My skin is hypersensitive to salicylic acid, but this is really good if you have like acne and breakout, like just acne prone skin. This is supposed to be amazing for. And one thing that I have found is that since drinking like the giant liters of water, like 4 gallons, 1 gallon, 4 liters of water, my skin has been like pretty clear. I always thought it was like a little bit of a myth, like drink more water for better skin, but skin is skinning. And then really basic Clinique moisturizer, this amount. It's like it's not gonna do much for your skin, but not gonna hurt your skin type of product. We're gonna wrap it up for the day. My husband is already asleep. The baby has fallen back asleep. The dogs are asleep. That's why I'm also kind of whispering. And I can't take you guys out there to finish reading my book with me. I'm going to finish drinking that last little bit of water and read my 10 pages in bed. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. We can just pick it up from the bathroom tomorrow. I'm gonna leave my camera right in here. Good morning. It is officially day 15 of 75 Hard. We're starting off week 3. We're starting off strong. We are having a really, really late start to the day. It is about 11:30. Yeah, last night, y'all, was rough. Again, first night without the pacifier. We didn't cave once with it. It took her a while to go to sleep. She ended up waking up last night around 11 p.m. and then she didn't go back to sleep until 3 a.m. and just wanted to like sit next to me and just like listen to music. So can't complain. And then sometimes she just had like a request for a song change. It was like just a long night. She did get kind of upset when she was tired. She just wanted her pacifier really, really badly. And I mean, you feel so bad because she's confused about why she doesn't have it. But at the same time, like, you know, like long term it's gonna hurt if you cave in. Also, just quickly wash my face. I'm gonna do a little skincare to get started for the day. Nothing too complex because I'm working out so frequently. I really haven't applied so much makeup, or even like I usually just do like a tinted moisturizer or something. Haven't really even been doing that. I'm gonna go in with my vitamin C serum. It really helps to kind of brighten up my face, make it look a little bit more glowy but not like greasy, but really just helps with like making it seem brighter. Really, really recommend it. Moisturizer, we're going in again with this Put Simply one. I really love it. Usually it's my nighttime skin routine that's like changes really frequently, but my daytime, it stays the same. I'm again going in with this Put Simply sunscreen. If I use a sunscreen that is thicker, then I will skip the moisturizer, but this Put Simply ones are actually really light. I love the finish of them as well. I don't feel too greasy. I don't have to go over with powder, so they're my current just favorite. I love the little combo. And we're gonna do, I want to put on a little lip balm. My lip feels extremely dry. There's this one which is like a sunscreen SPF lip balm, but it tastes so nasty. Like, not that I'm eating it, but when it like just hits your lip, and then if you get a little bit like in your mouth, it kind of like coats your entire mouth and it goes back to your throat, and it just makes me kind of gag a little bit. So we're just skipping that for now, but then I don't have anything else right here. We're gonna do this Laneige sleeping mask. It's supposed to, I usually use it at nighttime, but my lip is just feeling really dry because I've been skipping it. I love the Laneige little sleeping masks. I think they're so hydrating, but I hate the application process for them. I'm gonna go get ready. There's for some reason no power in the closet, so I have to go figure that out. I think it's something that's connected with the balcony power because my studio display again stopped working, so I'm getting the electrician to come and look at everything and then also install in an inverter, which is like a backup power source. So if the power ever does go out, I mean, I live in India, it happens all the time. If the power ever does go out, my studio display will have some backup power. We're going to get changed. We're gonna put on our workout gear. Actually, I want to do my reading. I have my coffee that's still there and I want to do my reading, and at 12 I have a meeting with my team, and then we're gonna do our walk. But I want to just get ready for the walk to begin with, so I'm ready for the day. Ready for the day. Let's go and do our reading. All right, let's start reading How to Stop Worrying. So I'm looking forward to reading this next part, which is called How to Keep from Worrying About Criticism. Finished reading my 15 pages of the day. I want to share some highlights with you guys. These chapters that I read in the book right now was pretty interesting. It was about how to keep from worrying about criticism. The first chapter is titled, Remember No One Ever Kicks a Dead Dog. By just reading the title of the chapter, I can tell that this is going to be an interesting chapter for me. Some quotes from this one that I liked is, so when you're kicked and criticized, remember that it's often done because it gives the kicker a feeling of importance. It often means that you are accomplishing something and are worthy of attention. Thought that was really interesting. And then it goes into how Eleanor Roosevelt dealt with criticism, and she just said, do what you feel like in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. You'll be damned if you do and you'll be damned if you don't. So just saying that at the end of the day, if you feel like what you're doing is right, maybe in business, maybe as a parent, maybe at home, whatever it is, just follow like your gut instinct, follow your heart. Because whether I decide to, for example, like right now, like if I decide my baby a pacifier, there are so many people that are going to criticize me. Whereas if she didn't have a pacifier, she was maybe taking a little bit longer to fall asleep, she was crying on the flight, I'm going to be criticized for being a bad mom in that way as well. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then at the end, the last kind of part just talks about being self-critical as well, so you can learn to grow. You asking people for criticism so you can continue to grow. It gives examples of how Colgate got started, of how Ford got started, that the employees or the managers, the top level management, the leaders, the founders, were always asking for criticism or how can they improve, what are they doing wrong. Talks about how people would ignore positive mail that they received and read the criticisms that it would receive. That we always need to be self-reflective and also listen to criticism sometimes. Sometimes it's not coming up from a place of jealousy, or there might be some truth to it. Or that is our reading for the day done. And let's go have lunch now because my lunch is ready. I have some pasta, 300 grams of grilled chicken. Probably won't end up eating all of the pasta. Have a little, this is 300 ml. I've already had one of these today. So good. Chicken, it's like a honey garlic chicken. Just a little bit of pasta left, but I finished all of my protein. And now the electrician is here to fix the short-circuiting issue that I'm having. And hopefully we can just figure it out and don't have any problems. I'm also getting the inverter and all of that attached to my system and that little area as well. The baby is currently sleeping, so it's like a perfect time to go on my walk. We are back from tennis. Date night didn't end up happening because the baby refuses to go to sleep. This anti-pacifier training is crazy. She is still up. It is like 10 o'clock. I'm gonna conclude the vlog for today. It's just been crazy busy. Like right now it is insanity with her. She's just non-stop crying. Everything is setting her off. Right now I still have about 500 ml of water to drink, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 16. Bye.